What a difference 40 years make. Oh, the things we've seen since Vocable's beginning in 1984. MTV. Launched in 1981, MTV revolutionized music and youth culture by making music videos central to the industry, propelling stars like Michael Jackson, Madonna, and Prince. Back then we used to say, take a chill pill, meaning calm down and relax. Chill. To chill, calm down, take it easy. Around the same time, we started talking about the glass ceiling. This expression was coined in 1984 and symbolizes invisible barriers in career advancement, especially for women and minorities, resonating as a term in equality discourse. In 1985, Margaret Atwood's novel The Handmaid's Tale was published. It depicts a dystopian society of women forced into reproductive servitude. Later on, it would be adapted into a major television series, a cultural touchstone for discussions on gender inequality and authoritarianism. Soon after, the expression queer was reappropriated to describe identities that challenge traditional norms of sexuality and gender. Once pejorative, it became an empowering term in LGBTQ+ activism. In 1986, the Challenger disaster shocked the world as the shuttle exploded shortly after liftoff, killing all 7 crew members. This tragedy led to significant reforms in NASA's safety protocols. In 1990, after years of protests, apartheid ended in South Africa. President F.W. de Klerk lifted the ban on the ANC and Nelson Mandela was freed after 27 years in prison, later becoming the country's first Black president in 1994. Tim Berners-Lee's invention of the World Wide Web in 1991 transformed the Internet into an accessible, interactive platform, fundamentally changing communication, commerce, and the flow of information worldwide. The term spam took on a whole new meaning. Originally a brand of tinned meat, it became a term for flooding networks with unsolicited messages. It was inspired by a repetitive Monty Python sketch. In the 1990s, after the Beatlemania of the 60s, a second wave of boys' bands emerged, with NSYNC, New Kids on the Block, and the Backstreet Boys. But rap was also on the scene. In 1992, Dr. Dre's album The Chronic popularized West Coast rap and introduced Snoop Dogg, blending gangsta rap with smooth production. By 2018, hip-hop became the world's most popular music genre, surpassing rock and cementing its cultural dominance. Back in 1994, Friends quickly became one of the most iconic TV shows of all time. It influenced fashion trends, like the Rachel haircut, language, we were on a break, and modern portrayals of friendship. The series finale, on May 6, 2004, drew over 52 million viewers. In 1997, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It is a fantasy series that revolutionized children's literature, becoming a global phenomenon with successful film adaptations. The early 2000s ushered in the new golden age of television, marked by high-quality content with shows like The Sopranos, The Wire, Mad Men, Breaking Bad, and Game of Thrones. The rise of streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime Video accelerated this transformation. In 2000, the Tate Modern opened in London in a converted power station. It quickly became one of the world's most visited museums. It shifted the art world's focus toward post-1945 art, showcasing major movements like conceptual art, minimalism, and more. In 2003, the music video for Beyoncé's hit song, Crazy in Love, was released, marking her successful transition from Destiny's Child to a solo artist and solidifying her place as a global pop and R&B icon. In 2007, reality television took on a new form, with the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which chronicled the Kardashian-Jenner family's lives and influenced trends in beauty, fashion, and social media. In 2010, Instagram was launched, beginning a new era of photo sharing and visual culture that reshaped how people engage with art, culture, and branding. By then, the words follower and like had taken on a whole new meaning. In 2013, the Black Lives Matter movement emerged to protest police violence and systemic racism. Initially, as a hashtag in response to the acquittal of George Zimmerman in the killing of African-American teen Trayvon Martin, it gained international prominence during the 2020 global protests following George Floyd's murder by police officer Derek Chauvin. The term woke was originally used in African-American communities to highlight awareness of injustice, especially racism. More recently, it has been used pejoratively by the politically right to critique progressive policies and movements. In 2016, the United Kingdom's referendum vote to leave the European Union, Brexit, followed by Boris Johnson's election as Prime Minister, led to prolonged political negotiations. In 2017, after numerous allegations against film producer Harvey Weinstein, the Me Too movement spread virally as a hashtag. It sparked widespread media discussions of sexual harassment, particularly in Hollywood, leading to high-profile terminations but also backlash. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic caused global health and economic crises. In 2021, the storming of the U.S. Capitol on January 6th by supporters of President Donald Trump highlighted deep political polarization and raised concerns over the state of democracy. We look ahead to the future to see what happens next.